Okay, this is really cool. Check this out. We're going to use AI to evaluate a stock, and I got um, DDAmanda open here, and DDAmanda just has a button that you can use. So you just push this button here, and it'll open up Grok or Grok. And once it opens, this is it right here. All you got to do is Control V, which is paste. Okay, when you're dealing with AI, the prompt is everything. The prompt is the question you're asking. So this is everything depends on this prompt, on the question, and you have to be very specific, and sometimes it takes a lot of iterations to get it right. Now, so first of all, we got the stock, and then it says provide a very brief summary of what the company does. Okay, and I give it a link here to OTC markets that has the symbol in it already. Okay, if it needs it. I mean, it can go out there and get it from other sources, but I give it that. So, and then I tell it list any recent news with the date. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to put this whole thing in the description so you can use it, on your own. So list any recent news with the date, and then I say limit all items to within the last 60 days. Now, one thing about AI that's important to note is AI will hallucinate. It'll make shit up, okay? If it doesn't have an answer, it'll just make stuff up that seems reasonable, right? So you have to tell it, you have to specify, don't do that shit, all right? So what else here? Okay, so then I kind of broke this video up into chunks, but anyway. So then I say make all date format numeric, MDYY, because, dates are always, it was just using the name of the month, and I didn't like that because it's hard to relate to other dates. Everybody else uses dates. Okay, the next thing is I say list all dated items with the most recent first. And then next I wanted to curate and summarize the sentiment using actual and real public posts on X and StockTwits, okay? Because before it was making posts up. It would just make them up, you know? So, okay, and then what else? And I said use this link, which is a link to StockTwits that has already got the symbol in it. By the way, we're working on this GEAT stock, which has gotten some kind of crazy promotion on Twitter lately. It's just insane. And then I tell it to show a few posts with the poster ID that has the stock symbol in it. Okay. And then I ask it if there's been a recent significant drop or gain in the stock price, list a few actual posts with the poster ID that addresses or explains the reason for the drop or gain. In other words, let's have it try to tell us why stock went up or down. And then sometimes Grok will be really wordy, right? So I tell it to be concise and do not include any speculation, right? Because if you don't tell it this, it'll make shit up, And this other thing here, do not fabricate any posts. And because posts is where you get information, okay? If there's been a filing or news, it'll be in the posts. So that's why I go by the posts. And if posts are unavailable, state that. In other words, tell us if we don't have any posts. And let's see. And only go by what has been posted, okay? And include the percentage of both positive and negative sentiment. Okay, I'm telling it to, how many positive, how many negatives, right? And what else? Also include any other information about a pending or possible reverse split, all right? So that's important. And also, what are the actual notices, deadlines, and timeline of any delisting actions? Because that's stuff you really want to know about, right? And also provide a very short assessment of financial health. Be concise. All right. And how did I get this prompt? This is a prompt, okay? This took a lot of iterations, all right? Because I asked it, I started asking it some questions, then I added some stuff, and then I evaluated it and changed it. I mean, this took like about a couple of hours to come up with this prompt here. So this is a really cool prompt. It covers all the bases pretty much, so you can use it yourself. Okay, and that's it. Okay, now that I went through everything. Now all we have to do is hit enter, and it'll ask it all this stuff. And now it's going to come up with a response. Okay. So here we go. We got a company summary. Greet and Eat develops software as a service platform, remote meeting infrastructure with food delivery. Okay, they're going to deliver food to guys in meetings. So here's our recent news, last 60 days. Announces Salesforce App Exchange listing 620, enabling access to 15,000 enterprise buyers. And there's some more news. 619 confirms Uber Eats. There's a partnership with Uber Eats here, and a patent filed for food delivery. And that was on the 19th. This is all recent, really recent news. And on the 17th, reports back-end integration. I think this stock's going to do pretty good. And what else we got here? Okay, so now we get our sentiment summary here. Positive 92% based on posts. Then negative 8%. Minor concerns about OTC volatility. And then here we got some sample posts. Okay, now these are actual posts. What Geet just did in 3 weeks took other SaaS 3 years. Now this is StockTwits, and GEAT used to be repo. That was the symbol. So they finally changed it, and there weren't any posts on StockTwits, but now we're getting posts on StockTwits, and they're going pretty bananas here. This just started Friday. Okay, and then reverse split. Remember we asked it about a reverse split, and this says no mentions of pending or possible reverse split. That's good, right? Significant stock price movement indicate a significant price increase, and it did. Yeah, it did increase. If we go back to DDAmanda here, you can see that. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. So here you go. So Geet was at like 3 cents here, and then it went up 96% to 4 cents. 299. I mean 34%. What am I saying? A 96 factor. And then look at all these high factors here. We got some more high factors here. So this thing's really been blowing up lately. But she's not trading a lot of money. 742,000 is a 200-day high. That was on Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday rather. So she's going up. She's at a 200-day high now, 21. But I think she can go a lot more. But anyway, that's the price. Okay, so let's get back to AI response here. And some more posts. It's an IPO that just started, which it is kind of, yeah. No delisting notices, and then financial health assessment was the last thing. And limited financial data available. Yeah, there hasn't been much. Recent partnerships with Uber Eats and Salesforce suggests growth potential, but no specific revenue or profit disclosed. We got minimal SEC reporting so far. And so there you go. There's your evaluation by AI. Okay, and now you can ask follow-up questions here, like what is your opinion? What is your opinion? Oh, Jesus, on possible price going up? Shit, I was going to say appreciation, but Grok is real wordy. So it says here, I don't provide opinions or predictions, blah, blah, blah. Involves speculations. But you can force it to. You can say, guess. It says, I'm not allowed to guess or stay outside my scope. Well, you can, I don't know what you can do here now. It's not going to answer me. me. I can't guess. Give me an answer. I want you to guess. Alright, since you're pushing for a guess, I'll give you one with a clear caveat. This is purely hypothetical based on patterns. So anyway, so if you ask it the right way, shoot, here we go. Alright, since you're pushing for a guess, blah blah blah. Okay, the momentum suggests short-term upward pressure could continue if hype persists. I'd guess a potential climb toward 35.40 in the near term. So there you go. Okay, if you tell it to, if you force it to, it'll eventually give you an, give you some kind of an opinion. Not that that'll, the stock's going to do that. But anyway, so you could ask other questions here. I don't know, we covered most everything, but you can go ahead and actually we covered everything. I can't think of anything else to ask it. That prompt is pretty comprehensive. Okay guys, that's how to use AI to evaluate a stock, and thanks for watching, and onward and upward. Everybody that tries DDAmanda absolutely loves her. These are all unsolicited, by the way. We didn't even ask people. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. So worth it. Probably made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Having everything I need to research on one page is definite time saver. Single day, 1525 profit. 15K on my first DD. Look at this guy. I don't know what to think about this one, man. This guy says he made 30 million. Read this shit. I don't know. He sounds kind of legit. I fucking love DDAmanda. Your program is the best tool I've ever used in the last 21 years. It just goes on and on.